Dandadan is an anime with new episodes coming out every week on Netflix, time of recording. The premise is very simple. It's about a boy who believes in aliens and a girl who believes in ghosts. And plot twist, they're both right. And they get thrown into this world with yokais and aliens, and they have to fight for survival. They also get cool powers along the way. It's just a very fun ride. Definitely, though, do some research before you watch the show because there is some sensitive, triggering material, especially in the first episode. You've been warned. But if you're watching this, it's either because you've already seen the show and you want to talk about it or, watch my opinions on it, or you're a Teen Titans fan because, yes, this is going to be a new AU for me to fixate on because that is Starfire and Raven if I've ever seen them, especially because it's just so unique for me to see a comic blend sci-fi and fantasy so effortlessly and so well. I think, at least time of recording, has never been just a straight-up Starfire Raven action comic. Like, I know DC has put out, like, a Black Canary Zatanna comic before, and there are, of course, Teen Titan comics that come out pretty regularly, but this was the first time that I was like, oh, there really could be just a standalone Raven Starfire comic in the same vein as, like, Red Hood and the Outlaws. That was just Red Hood and what was his name? Arsenal? He used to be Red Arrow and Starfire going on adventures. There could totally be a standalone where we just see either Raven and Starfire as teenagers or maybe as grown-ups having to deal with the shenanigans of both aliens and ghosts being real because it just fits their aesthetic so much. I really didn't think farther than that. You can see that I just busted out these poses because I found some really great dynamic photos off of Pinterest. Thank you, Pinterest. Saving artists' lives from having to do a million underdrawings since whenever they invented Pinterest. But yeah, and I know there might be a point of contention with who I put in which outfit, because yes, Okarun, who I'm currently inking as Raven right now, is the character who technically believes in aliens, but he is the one who gets possessed by a demon. So I do think there is some synergy there, even though you could argue that telekinesis, which is Momo's power, is also very Raven-coded. I don't know. I just felt like, look at Momo's outfit. It's just like Starfire would wear that. And I don't know if this is official or fan art, but I saw someone do her green dangly earrings as alien heads. And I just thought that was the bee's knees. So I'm inking little Starfire right now. I love Coriander. I did this in one night because I was just struck with all of these thoughts. I haven't written fan fiction in so long because I have no time to, but oh my gosh, if I did, it would just be these two hooligans arguing about aliens and ghosts and whether or not the other is real or not. For my Raven, if you haven't seen my Teen Titans video that I did on this channel, I talk a lot about how her character has been whitewashed. It's a very lengthy video, and it's the closest thing to a video essay I have on the channel. So I'll put a link to that in the description. But if you're like, oh, how come you drew Raven with brown skin? You can find an explanation there. I won't go into it. But here you can see I'm already starting with the color. I based this drawing semi off of this poster, which if I remember, I'll put up here, of Dandadan, which I just thought was so great. And I obviously changed the poses and the dynamics of the image because, whenever I do these YouTube videos, I have to think about the way that people watch them on their phones or on tablets. So I always have to cater to a wide canvas instead of a tall one. But yeah, it was really fun to just sort of put in the colors for both of these characters. And it's so fun just drawing characters that I've loved since being a little kid in cute modern day clothes. It just fills me with such joy. I decided to give Raven her purple hair. I thought about using the brown, which I used inside my Teen Titans video, but I was like, what the hey? I didn't use my version of Starfire, so I decided to do kind of a blend between the Raven fan art redesign that I did and also the original cartoon version of the character, which I think is the reason for all this fun. And then you can see that I already edited the font and I made it Titan Tatan. Get it? Like Dandadan. I don't know what Dandadan means. I hope that this isn't culturally offensive. But yeah, I just keep thinking about the AU is Teen Titan Tatan. Isn't that great? Oh my gosh. I have to find things to spark joy, otherwise I'll cry. So yes, I'm having a good time. I just also love Starfire wearing these like big baggy socks. They just remind me of like some of the boots that like Kenneth Rockefort. Speaking of, I already alluded to Red Hood and the Outlaws. Like Starfire has these weird baggy boots in that series that I loved as a kid because when I was a teenager, I was gay and didn't realize she was hypersexualized because I wanted to wear that swimsuit too. Anywho, so in the poster that I showed y'all earlier, you may have noticed there were monsters in the background, and I just decided to make the monsters the boys. I don't know. I haven't fully thought through the dynamics of the boys in this AU. I just know it's about the girlies. You know, it's really focused on Starfire and Raven. And if the boys are there, I don't know, maybe they're bad guy monsters. Maybe it's Maybelline. I know that there are these two other characters. One was just introduced like a week ago, whose name I can't remember, but he's beautiful and is chosen by God. Honestly iconic. And I don't know who this redheaded kid is. If he's been introduced in a recent video, you know, I recorded this before that video came out. This is the finished drawing. It's just fan art. It was just something to bring me happiness. I haven't done a lot of like just really indulgent Teen Titans fan art in such a long time that this really healed my soul. I don't know if I added those little Saturns on Starfire's shoes. If I did, that is so Nathan coded. Of course I did that. But yeah, what do you think of this fan art? Do you watch Dandadan? What are your opinions on the show? And do you have a different fandom that deserves a Dandadan AU? Let me know in the comments down below. If you liked this video, please consider to like and subscribe. And if you really want to support me, check me out on Patreon, where for just like $4 a month, you can have your name in the end credits. And speaking of end credits, here they are now. Special thanks to Anna Sophia Boyd, Axelius the Great, Beck, Bodie, Blue Uwu, Kay Clark, Christopher, Dabadoodoo, Dax Quinn, Aaron Martin, Emoe, Gay Jarris, J. Johar, JD Boy 2000, Johan, Kitsune Chibiko, Lucky Paradox, Melon, Mild Mothman, Mistake, Native Runner, Orion Amastasia, Pinecone, Potion Cellar Door, Rin, Scorching Ray, Sir Camelot, Smalls the Sax Jammer, Shenanigans, Tad the Turtle, Tarthalinor, The Real Michael, Thumper Daytime, Thony, Tortilla Chips, Tuesdays Anyways, Tundra Katie Bean, and Tuppence Pies. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Nathan, and I'll upload a new video real soon. Bye!